Jai Hind children, can you see our today's topic? In our today's class, we will discuss integrated grammar practice. Integrated grammar practice, it includes editing, omission and rearranging. But in today's class, in today's session, we will discuss only editing. Editing, editing actually the word has come from your we can say that newspapers and articles, they means proofreading, that in newspapers and in articles, when any article or when it was published, so before the publication it was first read, and the person who reads just try to take out the mistakes, if there is any mistake, if there is any misprinting, and those mistakes were corrected. So that is what editing. That is what we are about to learn. I am not telling you that we will learn only in the newspapers or the magazines or the articles. No. Any sentence, any paragraph, any text will be there, and you have to take out the errors. You have to solve your editing by taking out the errors. So editing means, it means to correct anything. Okay. See, editing is the thing which has always been a tough topic for the students. Even when a child is in class 10th, you know that a class 10 child also, even if he or she scores 97 marks out of 100, so the 3 marks where it has gone, the 3 marks mostly are deducted whether in the article, story or your editing and omission. So editing and omission, that needs practice. So the child who is scoring 97 marks, it means that he can score, or she can score 3 marks also if the child is scoring 97. But editing, that needs practice, and if the child will not do the practice of editing, will not be able to secure 100 out of 100. I am telling you because in your class 9th also, in your class 10th also, in your class 11th also, the same integrated grammar practice related questions will be there. Again and again I will tell you that even after your academics, when you are sitting for any competitive exams, so error detecting means, try to you have to just take out the errors. So that question will be there in your competitive exams. So you have to just take this editing seriously, because if you are making your root, your basics is strong, definitely you will get the benefit in your upcoming classes, even after your classes, after your academics also. If your root is strong, definitely you will get the benefit. So I will give you the tricks, the tips, because I don't just tell my students to mug up the things. No, I always tell you, definitely the rules I tell you, but along with the rules, I always give you the shortcuts, so that immediately you can solve your answers during your examination. Today also I will give you the tips or tricks how to take out the mistakes. So let's start our class. See, editing, integrated grammar practice. And today we have taken editing means error correction. How to correct the mistakes in a sentence. That is what you have to do in your editing. Editing means to correct anything. By now you have understood, editing means to correct anything. Editing is a short text with one error in each line. Means in your examination, you will get a text, means a paragraph you will get, and in that text, in that paragraph, there will be lines, but in each line, there will be one error. Only one error in each line will be there. So what you have to do? Error correction is a practice exercise in which learners or students have to identify and correct specific types of errors in a text. So whatever text you are getting, whatever paragraph you are getting, you have to identify what the mistake is there, and you not only you have to identify, but you have to correct also those mistakes. What type of mistakes? What type of errors? Specific types of errors. Do you understand? Specific types means? It means that there will be different types of errors. Don't think that error will be only of noun or pronoun or your prepositions or conjunctions, tense. No. You cannot guess what type of error will be there. So in one line, if there is a error of verb, in another line there will be error of preposition. In the third line there will be error of conjunction. So specific types of errors you have to identify and do the correction. And that's why editing is tough, because that becomes difficult to guess, to identify what type of error, which word is incorrect. No, and that makes tough, and students, they are unable to secure full marks. So let's discuss how to secure full marks by applying the trick which I am about to share with you all. Okay. See, after taking out, after identifying, after correcting the errors, what you have to do? You have to write. In what way you write? Write the incorrect as well as the corrected word in two separate columns. It means that you have to make two separate columns, one column for incorrect and one column for correct word. Because you have to identify the incorrect also and correct also, and then you have to write. So make two columns, one column for incorrect and second column for correct word. Don't forget to give the numbers. We give the number. How do we give the number in our English literature? A, B, C, D, E, F, in this way. So you have to give the numbers also in this way. Means if 4 lines are there, so give the number A, B, C, D. 5 lines are there, A, B, C, D, E. So in this way you are giving the numbers. Okay, incorrect word and correct word, 2 columns and numbers. Clear? So what you have to do in editing, you have to find out the error and write the correct word. And make two columns, one column for incorrect, another column for correct word, and you have to write down in incorrect word column all the incorrect words, and in correct column all the correct words, and just in front of the correct numbers. The number should be correct. Otherwise, your examiner, your teacher, your paper checker will not give you the marks. Your marks will be deducted. If you are writing number A answer in B1 or number B answer in A1, you will not get the marks. So you have to keep in your mind the correct numbers also, the correct lines also. Clear? Let's proceed. See, in our, this is the trick which I was talking about. In our editing, we have to identify keeping in mind the PPACT's rule. Have you heard this word previously? I don't think you have heard. PPACTs. PPACTs. What is this? Meaningless word? This is our trick today. This is our tip through which we will try to solve our editing. So what you have to do, you have to keep in mind PPACTs. PPACTs means, let's see, what does PPACTs mean? P stands for preposition, another P for pronoun, A for article, it can be determiners also, C for conjunctions, T tense, in tense there are verb forms, so it can be tense or verb forms. Last letter S stands for spelling. So as I have told you in the beginning that I will give you a trick, I will give you a tip to take out the error, to solve the error. So this is what I was talking about. This rule you will not get in your prescribed book. This is not any rule, but this is rule made by those who want to solve in shortcuts. Okay, because editing becomes very tough. Grammar is a very vast topic, very vast. So while taking out, there are different types of errors. So while taking out the errors, it becomes tough for us to remember what kind of error may be there. So just to make it a short one, I have just written for you here PPACTs. You have to remember this word. P for preposition. See again P. Next P is for pronoun. It means that there can be error, there can be mistake of preposition, can be mistake of pronoun, can be mistake of article. Where can be the mistake? In your text, in your paragraph. There can be mistake of conjunctions or tense, verb forms may also be there, or spelling mistakes. So, while solving any paragraph, while solving any text, while solving the editing, just keep in your mind PPACTs. Right now, I will apply, because whatever I tell, we just implement also. So I will implement it and show you how to take out. Before that, see, there are some points to remember. There are these points which you have to remember before writing the answer of your editing. After reading the passage, identify the tense and see whether it is appropriate. It is missed here by mistake. I have not written it here. Okay, here there will be it. Clear? So after reading the passage, identify the tense and see whether it is appropriate to the context. First of all, what we have to do, as soon as we get the question of editing, first we will go through it and we'll take out in what tense it is written there, whether there is present or past or future tense. If in present, in present also there are 4 forms. So in which form it is written there? Simple present, simple past, or simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous. In which form it is written there? In the same way, we will just check for all the 3 tenses. So as soon as you get the passage, first try to identify the tense. Second thing, check subject verb. Subject is singular, verb should also be singular. Subject is plural, verb should also be plural. There are some definite rules of subject verb when our subject is singular but verb is plural. So you have to just apply all those things, all those rules to find out the error. The third thing, check the errors applying. P-Pact's rule. P-Pact's rule means if there is any mistake of your P for what? What had I given you? P for? Yes. First of all, you can see whether you can take preposition or you can take pronoun. There is no definite rule. You can take P for preposition also, P for pronoun also. So first of all, you can take P for preposition, then P for pronoun. If there is any mistake of article or any conjunction is incorrect or tense is incorrect or any spelling is incorrect, we will apply this P-Pact's rule. So first identify the tense, then subject verb, then P-Pact's rule. All the three things we have done. Now we will write the answer. We will mention the answer against the given blank number in two columns. I have given you what are two columns, incorrect and correct word. Now let's implement it. See, this is the question. In this way you will get the question. The following passage has not been edited. There is one error in each line. These are the lines 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 means these are the lines. So in all these lines there is one error. Only one error is there in this line. In every line. Okay. One error is there. So what you have to do? You have to make two columns. Incorrect word and correct word. And write the incorrect and correct word in the space provided. So in your examination, in your answer sheet, you will make this column. Clear? And you will give the number A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Now let's see. First of all, what we will do? Do you remember? Tense. We will see in which tense it is written there. Just you go through and try to find out the tense. Go through it. Is, no, then is, then comes. To take out the verb, tense, we just see the verb. Insulin is, helps, first form of verb with S. In which tense we use? First form of verb. Okay. Do not, does not. Which tense is this? First form of verb. Stays, first form of verb with S or ES. Which tense? Have you got the tense? It is written in your simple present tense. Yes, if you have taken out simple present tense, your answer is correct. Now we have seen that there is no mistake of tense. The whole paragraph is written in a single tense. Second thing, subject verb. See, subject diabetes is correct, verb is correct, glucose, singular subject, plural verb, correct. In this way, you will check all the subject verb. Body, singular subject, does not, correct. Your verb is also correct. Glucose, singular subject, stays, plural verb, correct. So we have checked subject verb. Okay. So you have to check minutely. You may get the mistake. In this way, again we will check P-Pact's rule. P-Pact's, P for preposition, any preposition is incorrect or any pronoun is incorrect. See the first one, it is pronoun, his. Diabetes is a disease in which his blood glucose or blood sugar level is too high. So why will we use his here? When we are talking about a simple disease, I have not mentioned any person, I have not mentioned any name. Okay, so why will we use here his? It means that there is mistake of pronoun. See the first one mistake, that is his. In place of his, what can we write? So it is a general, it is a common sentence which is written there. So we will write your. Because I have not mentioned here any person's name. So here should be your. Diabetes is a disease in which your blood glucose or blood sugar levels is too high. Levels, plural. And with plural, do we write is? What do we write? With plural, what do we write? Yes, we write are. So second mistake also we have got, this levels. Levels is your plural and this is the mistake of verb. In P-Pact's, I had given you tense or verb forms. So this is the mistake of verb. Is should be, that is are. It should be replaced with are. See the third one. Glucose comes with the food you eat. Insulin is a hormone that helps the glucose get in your cells. First see the third one. Third one. Glucose comes with the food. With the food. With. Is it correct? No. In place of it with, we will write from. So there is the mistake of preposition. Glucose comes from the food you eat. Okay. So in one line there is only one mistake. So if we have got one mistake, no need to see another thing. It means that now there is no mistake. We will directly come to the fourth line. Just after full stop, start reading from here and try to take out the mistake in the fourth one line. Insulin is a hormone that helps the glucose get in your cells. Get in, are you getting? Get in your cells to give them energy. Insulin is a hormone that helps the glucose get in your cells. What is the mistake? In. Why in is, this is the preposition, and why in is incorrect? Because whenever there is a motion, what preposition we use? Into. Okay. And in we use when there is no motion, when the things are still. Clear? So glucose is getting in your cell. It means that there is a motion, because glucose, they are coming and getting in your cell. So there is a motion, and that's why in is your incorrect here, and the correct preposition is into. So in PPAC's rule, I had given you preposition also, if you remember. So we have got our preposition mistake. Now come to the fifth line. With type 1 diabetes, your body do not make insulin. Your body is singular, and we have used here do. With singular, what should be there? Does. Correct. So do is incorrect and the correct is does. In the same way, in the third line I'm saying, which line is this? Sixth line. Is, this is your article. Is incorrect and the correct one is the. In the same way, next, and your conjunction is incorrect. Body does not make and use insulin well. No. Body does not make or use insulin well. Last one, into. See the same mistake. Here in was incorrect because there was a motion, and here into is incorrect because, see the sentence first. Without enough insulin, the glucose stays. Stays means there is no motion. There something which is still, which is not moving. So what preposition we have to use? In. But what preposition here it is written there? Into. So this is the mistake. We have got the mistake, and the correct word will be in. So this is the way to take out the error. But in our examination, whenever we get the question paper, as soon as we get the question paper, so what we do, we just try to write down all the answers in an instant, immediately. Don't do this. Don't think that you will get all the answers after reading it once. No. It is very tough. Editing is very tough. Omissions are very tough. Even sometimes rearranging is also very tough. So first of all, just apply those points which I have given you to remember. What were those points? Tense. First I have seen the tense. Subject verb. Then you will see the subject verb. If we have seen the subject verb properly, no, in the second round only, we would have got the answer of this one, because this is the mistake of our subject verbs. is, are. With levels, we do not write is. This is plural, so there should be are. Okay. So this is the way to take out the answers. And this will come only and only through the practice. Practice. Again and again I use this word because practice makes a man perfect. And 100% the rule applies not only in your mathematics but in your grammar also. You have a prescribed book that is English practice worksheet, Optima English practice worksheet. All of you just take the book, open this integrated grammar practice and try to solve as many worksheets as you can. Do not think that whether I am writing the correct answer or the incorrect answer. Don't think. But keep on practicing. And this you have to do only and only for 1 week. If you are practicing for 1 week, be sure you will yourself come to know whether my answer which I am solving is correct or incorrect. But what you have to do, you have to do the practice honestly. Because right now your teacher is not there. But be sure as soon as the school opens, I will first ask for this Optima English practice worksheet and check how many worksheets you have solved. Because you have to solve the worksheets of the message writing which I had given you, article writing or voice. If I have not given you, right now I am telling you, solve the exercises of voice also. Non-finite forms, everything is given there. All the worksheets are given there. And this editing. So these all will only and only that will be clear to you. The concept will be clear to you with the help of that book, that if you are doing the practice. Otherwise, you will always say that no ma'am, it is very tough. I am not able to take out. Where is the mistake? Definitely 101% you won't be able to take out if you are not doing the practice well. This problem will be with you always. So, first thing what you have to do, you have to try to take out the answer yourself, and when you are trying to take out the answer yourself, you use all those points which I have given you right now. Clear? Okay children. Now in our next class, what we will do, I will give you omission in our next class. In omission also we use the PPACS rule. The same PPACS we use in the omission also. But how to apply the PPACS rule on omission, how to write the answer of omission, because omission, that is also tough. That is also not easy. So, this editing, after this editing, this particular integrated grammar practice, we will do the practice of omission. Till then children, you have to do the practice, and I will just share you today the exercises related to integrated grammar practice, which you have to write in your English B notebook. Okay children, goodbye, take care, and don't forget to do the practice. Okay, goodbye.